she and her husband have 2 different careers at CBS. Obviously, did it help that she was married to him?
Clearly.
I am absolutely sure it did. But I don't know why this would preclude her from necessarily doing Big Brother. I think it will prohibit her from being able to be as open on the talk as she needs to be.
Yeah.
You know, because I think it's like they talk about everything from their personal life.
How could you as a viewer
That's true.
Right.
value her opinion on that show if she can't be as open? I mean, we sit up here, we are open by choice.
Exactly.
Once you remove that, what are you really bringing to the table?
And every time we feel like, okay, the Me Too movement, thank goodness that it's happening, but we feel like there's not going to be another big story that comes out because at this point, how many more people can get ousted, right?
Yeah,
but then you're like, oh, it just keeps on going, keeps on living.
True.
And they're going to bring, that's going to be discussed again in the future.
I think, me personally, I think people are putting a little bit too much, I guess I want to say weight to it when it comes to Julie Chen. Yes, I do know she's her, that's her husband. That's her husband, Les Moonves.
Yeah.
But I guess I feel like, yeah, but she has her own career too. Things that she worked hard for decades that she put into. So she's not the one that committed, you know, allegedly committed this inappropriate behavior. Like, why are we penalizing her so much?
And that's what's the struggle for me, I think. And look, I'm a man with this opinion here, is it feels like she's a victim of this movement too. Not the movement, but of poor behavior from a man. He acts poorly, and now the woman in this position has to pay the price. And is that fair? It seems to me like, look, this guy was a monster, allegedly, with women, and the woman who chose him in life now has to be punished for this. It just seems like another ripple down effect from a man's poor behavior.
Well, I'm not even thinking about just her career. Think about being married. You know,
Children,
everything that you believe about a person could be totally different. I mean, I don't know what goes on behind closed doors, what they're discussing. But I mean, with these allegations and them being, there's so many of them and so descriptive, you've got to wonder, just forget about the career, what's going on with their marriage,
and I guess
too.
That's the big thing. Yeah, that too. That's a whole nother pressure. But like, we only know what is coming out. We don't know like how
But it was
much,
enough for him to leave.
How much? My question is, how much did she know though? Like, if we're going to focus specifically on Julie Chen here, like, how much did she know? So we don't really know. I feel like, you know, if she is, I guess I want to say, innocent, you know, if she didn't know that much, then I feel like she should address it in a statement and just move on.
If I'm Julie Chen in this position, I'm saying, hey, look, we've got heaps of money. Whether she chooses to stay with him, I'm not going to infuse myself in that side of it. That's for her to decide. That's a relationship. I can't get in that. But professionally, I can speculate and project here. If I'm her, I'm saying there's no place for me at the table for the talk anymore. Simply because I can't offer and engage without the viewers. There's this elephant that'll permeate the room no matter every time you turn it on and think, well, Julie better not sound off on this one because we know what her situation was like and how her man carried on with everything. So I think the Big Brother platform, which is a wildly popular show, wildly popular. No, a lot of people watch it. There's no engagement personally there. She's simply hosting and driving a reality show. So for that one, I believe it makes sense for her to stay. That's still, it's not about the money at the end of the day, but it kind of is always, let's be honest. I mean, that's still a great paycheck.
They have plenty of money, but when you're rich, you just want more money. That's what I'm hearing from rich people, because we're not one of them.
More money too.
But definitely, it's going to hamper her ability to be able to talk freely. And like we said, this isn't going to go away. There's going to be another story that breaks, and then what will she be able to say about that?
I think it's too soon. It's too soon to draw any conclusions and to like come up with a game plan in terms of what she should do. It's just too soon at this point. I think we need more details. We need some form
And we can't be pulling another Asian American person off of the TV. There's not enough Asian Americans going around right now, so I can't have another one going off the TV. I only got one per channel.
Yeah, 100%. I got to be the one to say this, though. And I know you guys are going to come at me, especially after what you just said right there, but how much is she really bringing to the table at the talk? Like, is she really a voice on that show? When you were watching, even before all this, where you're like, if her husband wasn't running this network, would she be sitting in this position? Because she, to me, felt like the weakest link on the show.
I will say
it's all personal opinion.
She was conservative, and then she also provided, I feel like, a certain level of credibility with her years of experience as a journalist.
That's a great point.
But will the show go on? Is the show still strong without her? 100%.
She says that because when I make my reckless comments, she's the journalist to reel those back in and bring them credible. So I see what you're thinking.
Hey, I keep you employed,
she's
brother.
not only a journalist, she's diplomatic as well. Very diplomatic answer.
True,
yes.
that's true.
But I think she did play that role, the newsy role, the journalist role. Yeah. And I think she was kind of hampered already being married to him a little bit about being able to talk freely.
It could go on without her. It could.
This isn't a fun game to play, but I got to ask you a question. If she does leave, is there anybody you would peg immediately for a role like that?
Well, another Asian American right here.
Yeah, there you go.